Chapter 1. The Truth. Yuki was in a plain grassland with a large cherry blossom tree and a moonlight lake. Then she see a sliver-haired girl with purple eyes. She was crying. "Hey, are you okay?" said Yuki. The girl didn't say anything, but she turned to Yuki. Her white and blue kimono was sparkly. Thus she said, "She is coming," said the sliver-haired girl. Everything turned white. Yuki stood up from her bed. She looked around and her hand on her forehead. "Why does this keep happening to me?" said Yuki. Yuki got off bed and went to the closet. She put a gray uniform. She put them on and looked in the mirror. She had golden brown hair. She has straight bangs, curly hair, and light olive eyes. She looked at a picture of her mother, and her Yuki's mother. She had chocolate hair, the hair cut but with pink tails and light brown eyes. She loved her mother, but she didn't knew her father. He wasn't there for her when she was growing up. She grabbed her headphones and went to see her Uncle Rin. Yuki went to see her uncle in the kitchen, but he wasn't there. He left a letter on the kitchen table. She read it. "Dear Yuki, I went on a business trip to Africa. I'll be back in 4 weeks. Watch the house for me, and please be careful. Call me if there's something wrong. I promise I'll be back and I bring something from there. From Uncle Rin." She signed her uncle take care of her since her mother died of sickness. She has twin uncles. She heard from her mother her father was handsome and mean from the outside, but kind in the inside. But she hated him. She wished she never see him. She made toast when it was until it was done. She put jam on it. Yuki checked the time. "I'm late," said Yuki. She put the toast in her mouth and grabbed her school bag. Then she ran out the door. Yuki like in town name, Harukichi, it in Japan. I look up Japanese and made it into a town. But she lives in the woods. When gets back from school, she goes to the lake and listening to music. Yuki ran so fast she is the second fastest runner in her school. She stop and look at the ocean. She loved the ocean. Yuki's mother and her always goes to the beach on summer break. Flashback.
Mommy, look what I found,"
said young Yuki. She showed her mother a purple shell.
"Oh, that's beautiful, Yuki."
Said Yuki's mother. Her mother's name is Annabelle Manjusaka. Yuki's mother's family been with the joestar for a long time.
"Maybe Daddy would like it,"
said Yuki.
"Yeah, maybe he will,"
said Yuki's mother, coughing blood.
"Mommy, are you okay?"
said Yuki, crying a little.
"Yes, Yuki, I'm fine. Don't worry about me," said
Yuki's mother. End of flashback. Yuki always loved her mother. She was the only one to be herself. It's been 23 years since her mother's death. She born on January 1. Yuki put on her headphones. She was listening to Don't Think Twice by Utada Hikaru. She was finally at the town. She heard laughter. There was a little girl with her parents having fun. Yuki feel her tears dripping from her face. She wiped her tears. She walked on the crosswalk. She was checking her phone. "Hey, look out!" said a person. She looked at her side. There was a truck coming towards her. Yuki's eyes widened with fear. She was going to die. But a man pushed her out of the way. Yuki fell hard on the ground. Her hands was on his chest. He got off of her and give her a hand. "Hey, are you okay?" said the man. Yuki opened her eyes. There was a spiky brown-haired man with green eyes. Her heart skipped a beat.
"Yeah, my fine,"
said Yuki in a low voice. She put her hand on his. Yuki got off and cleaned the dirt off her skirt. "What's your name?" said the man.
"My name is Yuki Joji Manjusaka,"
said Yuki. "Nice to meet you. I'm Joseph's joestar," said Joseph. "I have to go. It was nice to see you," said Joseph. He turned around. Yuki's eyes widened. He has the same birthmark as her. He can't leave. She needs to ask him. "Hey, wait," said Yuki. "Yuki, are you okay?" said a familiar voice. She turned her head to see who called her name. "Meiko and Akifumi," said Yuki in a surprised voice. Mako, she has light purple and sky blue pigtails and gold eyes. Yuki is a science type girl. Her father is a auto repairman, and her little brother Daiki is in middle school. Akifumi is a class president. He has silky brown hair and gray eyes. His mom is an officer and dad is a bartender. And well, she was different from her town. Yuki likes playing video games, reading comic book, and listening to music. She was always bullied by her classmates because when she was little girl, she sees things and also draw them. One time they put a bucket of water on top of the door, she got splashed, they all laugh at her, except Mako and Akifumi. She cut herself to let the pain go away, but it doesn't work. She still feels pain. "Yeah, I'm fine," said Yuki. "Well, come on, let go, we don't want to miss our bus for school," said Mako. Yaze, okay, I'm coming," said Yuki, walking with them. "So, did you heard what happened?" said Akifumi. "What happened?" said Yuki. "The police found a corpse near my neighborhood," said Akifumi. "That's terrible," said Yuki, getting on the bus. All of them got on the bus to school. Yuki sit with Mako. She looked out the window, but she saw plain grass and some trees. She had the same dream when she was a little girl. She never told her friends. They think she is crazy. They finally to school and they got out of the bus. "Hey Yuki, where's your mom and dad?" said a voice. She looked back. It was Kayoko Fuyuko. She is the richest girl in the school. She think it's funny to hurt Yuki. Yuki didn't listen and just went to her history class. "Hey, where's your nerd friend's freak?" said a female classmate. The whole class laughed at her, but don't Eiko Chio. She has black straight hair and dark blue eyes. She lives with her dad and her mom got remarried. Yuki sits next to him. "Good morning, Yuki-chan," said Eiko, smiling. "Good morning, Eiko," said Yuki. "That's enough, class. Take your seats," said Mrs. Fujiko. "Okay, class, turn page 65 in your textbook," said Mrs. Fujiko. "Tell me, class, how many people Marina killed?" said Mrs. Fujiko. The whole class froze, but Yuki knew the answer. She raised her head. "Yes, Miss Yuki," said Mrs. Fujiko. "She killed 40 people to protect her friend, the Willow Maiden. I know because she my great-great-grandmother," said Yuki. "Is that why you're a freak?" said a male classmate. Yuki made a fist. Time skip. Classes were finally over. She waved her friends goodbye. Then she went to her job. She a maid at a famous Ikuyo cafe. Mako's aunt Honoko was looking for hiring and she got the job. She wears long sleeve and skirt. Lot of men give her tips, but this men are weird. The smile at Yuki. She felt sick. She didn't talk or look at them. Time skip. It was 8:09. The day was over. "See you tomorrow, Miss Honoko," said Yuki, opening the door. "See you tomorrow, Yuki. Be safe," said Miss Honoko, cleaning the tables. Yuki was walking alone in the dark. Then she see at man at the cafe. She stepped back. She felt someone behind her. It was his friend. Then a cloth was on her nose. She was struggling, but her body went weak and everything turned black. Yuki woke up in a hospital room. Her widened. It was her when she was young. She cried at her mother's dead corpse.
Mommy, please wake up!
Said young Yuki. "Hey, wake up," said a voice. Yuki wake up. She shake her and look around. It's an old bandage. She was struggling to get out, but she was tied with chains. "You won't get out of those," said the kidnapper.
Why are you doing this to me?
Said Yuki in anger. "Aika and Dio want you dead," said the kidnapper. "Who?" said Yuki. "Dio is your parents' enemy," said the kidnapper. "And Aika is the one who revived Dio and ordered us to kill you, so said the kidnapper. Walk towards her with a bat. "Prepare to die," said the kidnapper, swinging above her head. "No!" said Yuki, shouting her eyes. She didn't feel the bat hit her head. Yuki opened her eyes. She was surprised. There was spicks of ice. Also, the chains break. Then she saw her reflection in the ice. Her eyes widened. She has sliver hair and purple eyes from her dream. Next to her was a blue and white sword. All those people surrounded her. She had no choice. She opened the sword and started slashing all of them. Their blood was on her uniform. They were all dead. She looked at herself. She dropped the sword and put her hands on her mouth. Yuki dropped to her knees and started crying. "What have I done?" said Yuki, crying. "What happened here?" said a voice. Yuki turned her head and see a tall man in a white coat. Next to him is a teenage boy with a haircut. Behind is the man who was going to hit her. He was going to hit the boy. She ran to them and pushed the boy out of the way, then hit her in the head. She fell on the ground. Yuki felt blood dripping from her head. "Hey, you're going to be okay," said the boy. She turned her head a little, beating up the man. Yuki remembered the tall man.
Father?
Said Yuki in a soft voice. The everything turned black. To be continued.